with him, and that's on Friday. All that's coming up and more. But first thing we gonna get to, the thing we all been waiting for over this long weekend. Somebody done got in trouble over the weekend. We got to talk about it. I don't know what you're gonna talk about. I just like to stir the pot. I was just trying to stir the pot.
I'm like, who got in trouble?
Let's go ahead and hand it over to my beautiful co-host, Miss Juicy Baby.
Gossiping.
I got news.
They always got the top news when I want to hear it.
Music news.
Okay, that is some entertainment.
You're tuned in to the Entertainment Buzz with Miss Juicy Baby.
Miss Juicy Baby.
There she go.
That's right. There I go.
Hey.
Anyway, this is your favorite girlfriend, Miss Juicy Baby. Reporting that entertainment buzz for you guys.
You like that hard?
Well, we're going to go and jump on into it because it's a lot of stuff that went on over the weekend here in Atlanta. Well, I don't want to just put Atlanta on a map like that, even though they did, but it's also all over the world. But what's going on is like, what is going on in the city of Atlanta? Over the weekend, a horrible change of events happened to a lot of entertainment hip-hop artists, okay? Such as T.I. and Tiny, Nicki Minaj, Meek Mills, Sci-Hi the Prince, and make sure I say that right. Well, anyway, it seems like since, this is what they're blaming it on, since the release of Judas and the Black Messiah on February 12th, all the action and all eyes have been on Atlanta. And I'm going to add other surrounding cities or states because I want to add Nicki Minaj to that too.
All right.
So anyway, again, first, T.I. and Tiny, they was accused of trafficking women and minors. Nicki Minaj's father hit and killed while walking. Sci-Hi the Prince. Sci-Hi the Prince is from Good, what you call it, G-O-O-D music.
Yep, with Kanye's label.
Kanye's label. Okay, that artist survived assassination attempt. So somebody tried to assassinate him. Sci-Hi was shot at while he was driving, okay, and crashes, but he lived. If y'all see the car, oh my God.
Didn't they say they came back?
Yeah.
To try to finish the job?
Yep.
Yeah. Awful
While he was
assassin,
driving,
and that's a
they
good thing
shot
for
him.
Sci-Hi. They shot at the man while he was driving. The car flipped over twice, I think we said.
Yep.
Hit a tree, and then they came and shot the car again while it was upside down.
Oh
So
my
that's-
God.
Yeah, that seemed like a 007
It's
situation,
just
man.
like so much stuff been going on, and then not to mention Meek Mill's accused of having cop for security snitching by rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Snitching out, yes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he got the feds with him, so I mean, what are we talking about?
Okay, and he ran up on Meek Mill like he big and big. He don't need security and all that stuff.
He was clout chasing. He had security with him. What he tried to do was incite Meek and get a little bit of notoriety on Instagram or something because his buzz is slowly dying. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's all it was. But I mean, Meek did the right thing by not even engaging in him. He spit on him. That's like the most disrespectful thing you can do besides put your hands on somebody. Like open hand slapping somebody or spitting on somebody.
Well, they said, I'm not saying this, the street said, thank God Ice Cube came out with his cannabis line. That Kush and Ice Cube.
They said they kept him calm. That's wild, man. So yeah, that's a crazy situation though. Can you imagine somebody just running up on? And that's the problem with social media sometimes. These guys get way too comfortable thinking that, okay, I'm gonna do it for the gram, but then you dealing with people that do real life stuff. Like the kid unfortunately lost his life last week doing that.
Exactly, doing the same thing.
Right, ran up on somebody fake, like trying to do pranks, robbing somebody with a knife, doing a prank, and the person shot him. You know what I'm saying? He lost his life at 21 years old.
Yeah.
Was that captured like on social media or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
He had somebody taping because he was doing a prank. Like, you know how you see those pranks, people be in the store like knocking stuff over, bumping into folks and stuff, just playing around. Some of these folks ain't playing, man. So you gotta know like if you're gonna set up something like that, do it with somebody you know, man. Just don't walk up on random people doing stuff trying to get some likes and stuff, because it could go bad, just like it went bad for that young man. It was looking bad. Like Tekashi looked bad. He looked real silly. Like that's absolutely true. But he looked real silly. The funniest one I seen was somebody redid the whole scene, and they had somebody dressed up in a Chuck E. Cheese outfit running up on a dude looking like me.
That's not the only people out there chasing clout. You know, anybody remember Monique Slaughter? Was that Fizz baby mama on Love and Hip Hop? Well, you know, she confirmed she's talking about Dr. Dre. So she was out there confirming that Apryl and Dr. Dre have been dating for a while. But then she made the statement, I was shocked that someone like Dr. Dre would even almost wife her.
What does this information have to do with her directly?
Well, because you know, because she was on the show with Apryl, and they know that they knew each other very well. So people was asking her. And I'm gonna say people, the blogs and different things. Yes, and so.
Where you be at?
You know what? Anyway, so she's trying to get some clout because she's not on the show anymore.
Right.
And so she's up there just talking. But the deal is, Dr. Dre wasn't too happy about that.
Of course not.
So she claims that Dr. Dre had threatened her. She said she received threats from Dr. Dre regarding the comments on him and Apryl relationship. That's what she claimed. In other words, Dr. Dre wasn't happy about it. Leave us alone.
If that's true, that's a terrible look from Dre. Like, just let it ride, bro, because you already know what the chatter is about you with the women. You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking that.
Right.
I just ain't know you was gonna touch on it.
Yeah, don't.
I'm not saying that he did threaten her, but that's what she's claiming.
We actually do have some audio from Dr. Dre responding to this young lady, so we're gonna play it right now. Shut the up! That's basically what Dre said.
You know what? I mean, y'all just so crazy. Well, let's talk about Wendy Williams' ex ready to spill the tea.
Such a deep.
Clout chasing again.
Right.
Okay?
Clout chasing.
What he doing?
So I got high blood pressure.
Anyway, well now it sounds like 2 years ago, the daytime, well, after the Wendy Williams show came out, just leave it alone. After the show came out, now all of a sudden Kevin want to talk, and that's Wendy Williams' ex.
After the documentary show.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
After it came out, now he want to talk. Kevin Hunter is his name.
Right.
So he fathered the child by a longtime mistress. That's the reason why they were getting a divorce.
Oh, because of the mistress.
Yeah. He fathered the child by a longtime mistress. Now it looks like Kevin is ready to tell his side of the story. And Wendy is officially single now. And according to reports, Wendy's divorce was granted this week. And details, y'all listen to these details of this, okay? Kevin will not receive any alimony.
Good.
But Wendy is required to keep $1 million life insurance policy on herself with Kevin as the sole beneficiary.
Ooh. That's weird.
Wendy has the right to reduce the amount of the policy on a yearly basis. And Wendy must also cover Kevin's health insurance costs. And the former couple was split the proceeds from the sale of their marital home, and Kevin gets to keep all his cars.
So
Wendy also bought out Kevin's shares in her production company for an undisclosed lump sum. In other words, he don't have no rights.
And no more ownership.
No more, because she bought it out. You want to mess with me, I'll buy it from you.
Wow.
I mean, he had to agree, so it must have been a nice little penny, though.
Yeah, it said undisclosed lump sum.
Kev out here winning.
Bruh.
Yes.
Man, one for us, man. Salute, Kev. Appreciate you, my bad.
What you mean?
Hey, that was a small win for deadbeat men everywhere.
Because what he did was wrong, though.
Yeah.
That's a small win for deadbeat men everywhere. So, like, if it would have been reversed,
I don't know.
You know,
If it was reversed, then she would have been wrong for that. I'm not saying
that
that.
ain't what we talking about, Miss Juicy.
I know
Don't
what
let
y'all talking
don't let
about.
this go over
I know
your
what
little baby head.
Cause
Anyway.
that lady just got $2 million off of Drake. I mean, yeah. So now all he getting is $1 million health insurance policy. And
I'm
what?
not
And
saying
health.
what
And
old
he
girl
pay,
got
I mean,
off of
health.
Dre is right either. I'm not
Right.
saying that I agree with that. The reason why they got a divorce was because of Kevin.
Right.
Over all these years, how long he was with the mistress?
It was I don't know how long.
Thank
I don't
you.
know he be. I know
I
he
think it was over 10
he
years, they
can't be
said.
black because black men don't cheat. So I don't
Well,
know. What,
both are responsible for their own legal fees. I'm trying to act like I didn't hear what you said.
you act like your head. It got
Whatever.
said.
Well, it just sound like that he's just trying to stay relevant. You know, and I just hate that for Wendy, you know, to go through stuff like that. That sounds familiar, don't it? Remember
Yeah.
Sherry Shepherd?
Yeah.
That stuff that happened with her and her husband?
And
She
that-
ended up having to pay for a child
It wasn't even her.
that wasn't even her.
That's what I be saying about these laws, man. These laws are crazy.
Yup.
Ain't it though? And it's also crazy that she has built a life on going at people's necks,
And now
and now
That's
it's a
weird.
role
I has the
reversal.
table turned.
Exactly, and I don't agree with that. But anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. That is my entertainment buzz. Don't start.
I'm not gonna start, but I think it's gonna be crazy what he gonna say though.
Yeah, for real though.
Cause she got hers out first.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He got a rebuttal too. You know he gonna go harder because she came out first.
It's
The
gonna be
second
crazy.
person
It's
always
gonna
goes
be-
harder.
It's gonna be crazy, but if you was that dissatisfied, why you didn't come out with one? Why you just now waiting till she come out with hers?
We can say the same about her though.
No,
And it's
what
hot.
happened?
It's a hotter topic now. You know, people gonna want to know his side because she done said her side.
Okay, and your boy.
The point is,
What
he
he
finna get a
did
check
was
for it.
wrong. He shouldn't have been cheating
Yeah,
on
I
her.
think- I
she
think
was
that the
taking
whole-
care of that man. It's because, yes,
I don't know that.
I do.
We don't
See,
know
this
that.
one thing is like, we could say this lady don't. Wait, make me point before you hit me with something. You can hit me with something. Just let me make my
I got
point.
your back,
What? Bet that thing. First of all, thank you, baby, for the Valentine's. I was gonna
Thank
give you a
you.
whole segment.
Look,
Well, hold on.
look, wait a minute, I put this back. They can't get that.
All right, but really though, you got a lot of men who make and do business, right? And then they
Right.
have a wife, and if things don't work out, the wife may walk away with 50% or 40% or 60%, depending on their situation. But what did she do to help him get to that level, right? Now we saying the same thing with this guy, Wendy Williams. He owned part of her company, right? So she had to sell the shares. What did he do to help build her brand? He may have done nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? And if that's the case, he shouldn't get anything. But if he did something, then he's deserving of something when it comes to the
Okay.
business wise.
He was managing her career or whatever.
Yeah.
So he did do his part. But you got to understand, he was getting paid for his part too.
Yeah,
But this
yeah,
whole
I would say that.
this whole time, he's been cheating on this woman for over 10 years.
Hmm. Well, I want to know if it was the whole time.
Yeah, and also too though, Miss Juicy, like, listen, I don't condone any of this. I just want to say that first and foremost
Right.
before you sling something.
You
But
get somebody with a mental.
I just think that when we talk about these stories, right? When it's the man, it's one thing, but then when it's the woman, it's
It's a
another.
different
Not
story.
saying
Double
you,
Okay.
right? I'm just saying in general, and I think that's what Reese was talking about, because when these stories come out, then it's like, oh, he a man, he need to get his own or do this or do that.
That
It's
Mary J.
like,
Blige story happened.
it's just crazy because it's
But he
like,
shouldn't have got nothing.
I don't think he should have got nothing either. Because he didn't sing he ain't cried now
He
time.
did one ad lib.
but
Not
he
one
put up with all the pain.
Yeah.
Say it, I dare
he
you.
did put up with some pain, but he didn't deserve
It ain't no
what-
song, every album she put out, man, going at that man neck. I dare you. I'm gonna show you how good
Entitled
my
to some
Matumbo
compensation.
is up in here. No.
He probably, definitely put up with some. Baby, you know, you want to chime in on this time.
I'm just like shocked that Wendy is the way that she is and she could allow this to happen for 10 years. I mean, she knew about it. Like, I mean, I don't think it's right, you know, like the whole situation of how divorces are played out. I feel like everyone should just walk away with what they brought into the table.
Yeah. Some people didn't bring nothing. Leave with nothing.
Like Sherry Shepherd, ex-husband, didn't bring nothing. He
bring
was a
nothing.
school teacher.
Right. Now she is this the young lady that she has a wife now, right? Or is that somebody
Was
else?
it come to find out, you know,
Uh-huh.
the one that had to put the egg inside of her, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, it ended up being his ex.
Oh my God.
Oh.
That's
And now she's having to pay child support to him.
Wow, that's messy. See?
But to like her point, the fact that I didn't even know that.
Right.
That Wendy knew.
Yeah, that's
Wendy
crazy.
knew.
too.
That's the part that's like crazy. So what you mad for?
Yeah.
And how long did it go on for?
10 years.
But if she knew
I'm
there's
mad
something
because
else
I
going
don't
on.
think he deserved all of that money. I'm saying if he deserves some of it, but he don't deserve all of that money.
That's what happened when you start eating on the job.
That's good.
You went against media protocol.
Right. Pull your microphone a little closer too.
I was hungry.
Pull your mic. What? Pull your mic a little closer.
Well, look, all the mics is different.
Right.
Yeah, they're
all over the place. We had remodeling in the studio. If I haven't noticed, things are different in here.
Well, anyway, that's my entertainment buzz, guys.
Thank you, Miss Juicy Baby. We see where you stand.